Amidst the ongoing tension between India and Canada, one more challenge being thrown by Khalistan supporters towards both countries. Protests across Canada has been called by these Khalistan supporters, asking that action be taken against those responsible for the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, also continuing their diatribe against India. We have heard earlier also similar protest call was given in Surrey, for example, outside a Gurudwara. Seek for Justice Gurpatwant Singh Pannoon call for balkanization of India. These gatherings are not seeing too many headcounts. The crowd is not too many, but because of social media, the Khalistani groups are trying to amplify their message against India, something that India is obviously unhappy about, and it has spoken to Canada repeatedly. But the allegation made by Prime Minister Trudeau about India's alleged involvement in the death of Hardeep Singh Nijjar has complicated matters, and in that backdrop, this protest call is only adding to tension. Now, Indian government officials say that they are waiting and watching the situation. They expect the Canadian authorities to not allow the protest to get out of hand. We've already seen in some quarters outside Gurudwaras, protesters had put up posters against Indian diplomats. Those have been taken down. Some posters also hailed Khalistani terrorists who have been convicted by Indian courts or against whom there are notices by Indian courts. They have been declared proclaimed offenders. So posters eulogizing such Khalistani terrorists were earlier put up in various parts of Canada, but now social media posts show videos of how Gurudwara authorities and Khalistani supporters themselves take down some of these banners and posters, including those that had names of Indian diplomats. And India believes that this is because Canadian authorities are weighing in on the separatists, asking them to tone down. That is what India is hoping, that today also when protests happen, perhaps it will be kept low-key. But then, like I said, it's a developing situation. We have seen earlier outside Indian High Commission, the London police was completely caught off guard when protest call was given, and subsequently it led to vandalism outside Indian High Commission building, and India reacted very strongly to what happened there. NIA is probing that matter as well. We've also seen similar protests in San Francisco outside the Indian consulate getting out of hand. NIA has released a list of people who are seen vandalizing Indian property there. So in those backdrops, Indian agencies, the intelligence agencies, both internal and external, investigating agencies, diplomats, they're all watching the Canadian situation very closely. But at this point, the assessment seems to be that Trudeau administration might have learnt its lesson the hard way, and things could be controlled even as Khalistanis call for this protest across Canada.